I was doing some nostalgia browsing the other day to soothe my aching depression when I came across a YouTuber I used to love and watch every new upload, but somehow let fade away into the back of my memory. And that person is Mikey Bolts. Which then also made me realize I've never even made a look back on a YouTuber. Well, unless you count the Dochi video, I guess. So today, sit back as we look back into what happened to Mikey Bolts. So who is Mikey Bolts? Well, if you don't know, during the mid-2010s, Mikey Bolts was an insanely popular impressionist, best known for his Stewie Griffin impression, but also being able to nail just about any voice in the Seth MacFarlane universe. But he didn't start that way. Let's rewind a bit. Now, there's not a whole lot known about Mikey Bolts' personal life on the web, as he's done a pretty good job keeping that stuff private, but we do know he was born in Sacramento, California on October 8th, 1991, and has one sibling, a younger brother. They grew up in the Elk Grove neighborhood, and he attended Elk Grove High School, even playing football for a bit, before attending California State University, where he majored in journalism. And this is where I found out his real name isn't even Mikey Bolts, it's Mikey Balasis. Pretty crazy. He would actually create what is now his second channel, first in 2005, but the first video on there wasn't posted until 2011. Years after he had already been posting loads of stuff to what we know as his main channel, Mikey Bolts, which was created in 2008. Yeah, a little confusing, I know. His first video was officially posted March 7th, 2008, and was a parody infomercial he did with a friend on a fake energy drink. Some of his biggest inspirations for doing YouTube were Corey X Kenshin, along with fellow Sacramento creators Smosh. And this is pretty evident as he would continue uploading skits for a while, which were doing moderately well, and he was known for having that classic 2010s frat bro energy. But in 2010, he would appear to start taking content creation more seriously and start uploading more and more. In October 2010, he would upload his first different style video titled Car Vlog Number 1, My Teenage Dream, which was, well, a vlog in his car. In it, he would go on different funny comedic rants that would also tend to have hints at real thoughts and issues in there. This was pretty much the type of content he posted through the rest of that year, but in January 2011, he would drop another new style of content. He wrote a parody version to Kesha's We Are Who We Are, even giving it a music video, which were fairly common videos to make during this era of YouTube, and it would only take a few more months of grinding before he finally had a true hit. On March 18th, 2011, Mikey Bolts would drop his parody to the infamous Friday by Rebecca Black. This would be his first video to hit 1 million views and definitely gave him his first true taste of fame. As he would continue skits and vlogs more in his second channel, he for sure nosedived into these parody music videos on his main. But it paid off, with many of them today sitting at millions of views, like his Lazy Song parody, Super Bass, Sexy and I Know It, Last Friday Night. I mean, he was really doing every #1 hit that came out. But in the midst of all these music videos, we would get a little hidden gem. And while it didn't pop off or really stand out at the time, it would be the first thing to plant the seed for what he would eventually become famous for. He would also upload a little animation during this era, which was a total curveball compared to the rest of his content, but is something that wouldn't ever leave his mind. But on August 2nd, 2011, he dropped his first impression video, a simple Stewie video. And while yes, these were also a popular type of video to make during this time, and you could argue he was kinda just trend jumping, the Stewie impression was good. Like, really good. He would still do the music videos for a bit, but they definitely start to die down, and he would gradually pick back up into that more skit style content. But this time having a huge production overhaul. This is when I found out about Mikey Bolts, not even from the impressions, but from this damn video, which is still so funny to me to this day. I mean, look at this clip.
I remember one year for Christmas, we all called him up and, we were all excited because we just gotten our Pokemon cards and we called and asked him what he got, and apparently he only got Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And Max slashed his parents' tires.
Gold. He would also start doing his Family Guy prank calls around this time too, which were absolutely massive videos for him. This was also prime time for Facebook sharing, which is something he took advantage of and definitely helped grow his audience. Especially with Family Guy viewers, I mean, it was the perfect storm. He would slowly do more and more Family Guy content, like a Christmas album, an annoying Stewie sketch, and 15 Family Guy impressions in 50 seconds. And honestly, this was pretty much all of his content for the next 3 years. It wasn't until 2014 when he finally decided to merge these two things he was doing and dropped a cover of The Monster by Eminem and Rihanna, but done in Family Guy voices. And this thing went absolutely mega viral. I mean, you've probably heard it. He hit VidCon that year, calling it absolutely insane, but a lot of fun. Running around, getting to meet fans, and feeling that good kind of exhaustion. During an interview there, he celebrated reaching 1 million subscribers, and even shared a wild story about getting to meet Seth MacFarlane on the radio just 2 weeks before, where they did a back and forth Stewie impression cold test. Mikey called it the scariest but coolest moment of his life. Later in the interview, he talked about focusing on YouTube because he was loving it, though he hinted at future big screen dreams. This would allow him to do some different projects with outside creators, like having a reoccurring role on the Fine Bro Show in Appropriate Parents, doing a few appearances on Homemade Movies, and even some more serious acting like in the movies Bad Night and Like, Share, Follow. Post VidCon, Mikey kept the momentum going with more impressions and skits, amassing over 2.5 million subscribers. But he didn't stop at YouTube. Like I was saying earlier, he smartly repurposed content for other platforms. Take his impression of dogs video for example. On YouTube, it got 300,000 views within 7 months. But when he tweaked it for Facebook, it exploded to over 27 million views, doubling his followers in 1 month. He would also start doing Q&As around this time, which just helped keep his community growing and active. And honestly, this was peak Mikey. Funny, unfiltered, and always entertaining. Things would pretty much continue on as they were for a while, and everything was chill. But starting around 2018, fans would notice an immediate shift in Mikey's content. Whereas every year before he was posting anywhere from 20 to 30 different videos, in 2018 he would only upload 3 whole videos. Crazy. All of them would be impression videos, and while fans were constantly speculating about what was going on, he never said anything about it. 2019 would roll around and he would do more things, uploading a total of 7 videos. Again, all of them being impression or voiceover related, but just a little bit later on April 3rd, 2020, he would finally upload a video titled Why I Stopped Making Videos. And while he didn't go into the specific reasons there, he did state he was dealing with severe mental health issues and a general burnout. But as always, stayed positive and was very grateful for his fans and wished them well, and let us know he was doing well also. Since then, Mikey's only posted 8 more videos, most of them being impression based, but also having a good amount of animation in there too, something that he really seems to be doing more and more of behind the scenes as time goes on. His latest video is a unique half commentary, half animation style skit that I honestly think could flesh into a really cool show if it was workshopped a little bit more. His last video before that was another I'm Back video. And to me, it really just seems like he's struggling to recommit to YouTube for whatever his reasons may be. Most of these videos have a, hey, I'm here, don't forget about me energy. And sometimes they even promo more stuff, but that stuff never comes. It seems to me that maybe he doesn't want to be a YouTuber anymore, but also doesn't want to let that part of his life die. As of now, he's still active on social media, although not as prolifically as he once was, and I guess we'll just have to wait and see if he comes back one day. And before we end, I do want to do an honorable mention of his second channel, Mikey, which was fairly active between 2012 and 2014, but seemed to die off just a few months after his VidCon appearance. This channel was literally just more raw, unfiltered, uncut, or behind the scenes versions of stuff he was already doing, as well as also having a lot of the vlogs and Q&A videos. I also didn't know where to put this, but out of every video he's in across all of YouTube on any channel, I do not think he appears in one video that's longer than 10 minutes, which is just crazy to me. Looking back, Mikey Bolts went from a guy just making random videos with his friends, to nailing Family Guy impressions in the early 2010s, to 2.5 million subscribed YouTube star by 2014, conquering VidCon, radio spots with Seth MacFarlane, and exploding on Facebook. His journey shows the highs of viral fame, building a loyal fan base through openness and humor, and the real lows, like his 2020 mental health break. It's a reminder that behind the laughs, creators are human, dealing with stuff that we don't always see. And as someone who's forgot about him until recently, it's crazy how just seeing one video can flood your mind back with all those memories. I used to absolutely love his Family Guy prank calls as a teen, and rewatching them for this video was a fun look back into my favorite era of YouTube. If this hits that nostalgia spot for you, make sure to like, comment your favorite Mikey Bolts video, and make sure to subscribe so you can get notified when we talk about more hidden gems from our childhood. As always, anything can be special, it's just how you look at it. Peace, y'all.